How's it going, everybody? It's PJ4, Pete_J on YouTube, PJ Play on Twitch. We're back from the holiday hiatus, I guess I would call it. Got kind of pulled out of it by my brother-in-law, Tommy G. Last night we did a little horse trading in Super Mega Baseball 4. The season right around the corner will be starting up in April, and we've started the first round of the, I think, is it postseason, preseason, whatever it is. But we're back in Car Mechanics Simulator 2021. What are you talking baseball for, pal? We're talking cars here. We're talking cars here. So, I bought a couple more DLC. As you know, things are kind of trickling in. It's not all or nothing. It's just kind of trickling. So, I picked up. I think I picked up Pagani. And what was the other one? Porsche. Pagani and Porsche. I think that was it for the time being. I also have electronic DLC, and I don't think I've seen any electronic vehicles. So today we're gonna pick up. We've got our this thing, the Katagari Katsumoto. I think mechanically it's sound. I think we took care of that. Didn't I? I think I painted. I think I painted the calipers. I did. I got them a nice red. I think that looks cool. So really, what's left is interior work, and then and then some body work. And then this will be ready for sale. Although we might throw this up on the that thing. I can't think. I've been gone too long, folks, too long. The dyno, that was the word that was escaping me, the dyno, and we might go ahead and do an alignment. So she's good to go. We picked up two vehicles before we left. We've got this one here, which is already in the 93 FMW Sentinel. It's a performance version. It's got 324,031 kilometers. Can I switch this to miles? I will have to look into that, folks. But anywho, power plant is a V8 dual overhead cam supercharged. And it's pulling 584 horses at 5,945 RPM. It's also getting 724 Newton meters at 5,300 RPM. So there you go. The call is that the car cannot start. There's one part that is keeping our car from starting. We also have to replace a belt tensioner, two timing belts, a water pump, and a water pump pulley. And we got to change the engine oil and the filter. So that should not take very long. Cannot start the car, is at 0 credits. I haven't really been looking at this page, but we will from now on. Obviously, it all has 0 credits. I kind of think that once we fix this, maybe we'll get some numbers in here, which will tell us. So it won't be more, maybe I won't do it because I don't know. And then we have this car out here, which is a story mission. It's a 1970 Edgewood Hellcat. It's got 208,755 kilometers on it. She's got a V8 one-carb overhead valve engine. Again, it is a story mission.
Hi, I'm coming to you with a very sentimental task. This Hellcat is the only piece of my grandma I have. The condition may not be perfect, but I really care about making it into something that would resemble production quality. Grandpa takes great care of it, but he's showing his age just like this car. He could use a fresh approach to the subject. I want to surprise him. The condition of exploitation elements should be fine, but the rest, the more difficult to access parts have surpassed the capabilities of Grandpa. Please take care of this classic piece for me. See ya.
That's very nice. See ya. And then we got to change, which obviously there's 3 pages of stuff to take care of. We're going to change the oil, drain old, and refill with new. And then we got to change the brake fluid, change the power steering fluid, perform a wheel alignment, and refill the washer fluid. So this is the official first alignment job that we're going to do. So I'm kind of excited about it because we have not used the alignment tool yet. So let's get to work, folks. Let's get her done. All right. So what we know because the job order tells us a lot, is that there is one part that seems to be keeping this thing from starting. Doesn't look like it's the battery. Can we run some tests? Let's see if we can run some tests here. It should have a scanner, right? Yeah. Again, if it's old enough, it won't have one. Let's see. Ignition coils all look fine. The spark plugs. We have a bad spark plug right there. Number 3, it looked like. More ignition coils. So far, just the spark plug. I can't believe that one spark plug, though, would be what prevents it from starting. So, we have to vacate the spark plugicators. There's the fuel rail. I guess we're gonna have to get into this. Yeah, they're saying that's what it is. We're gonna light that up so we can find it. There it is, right there. Then we know for sure this is. Oh, can I just take off the? That's the coils. It's not the. This is the ignition coils, but we need to remove this head cover, so I think we need to take these off anyway. Oh, Pete, you're an idiot. It's been a little while, folks. It's been a little while. Cut your man Pete a break. Yeah. So the plugs are under the ignition coils, which I should have known and spaced on. So there you go. Can't really repair a spark plug, so we're just going to go ahead and buy a new one in the electronics shop. Don't think we need to make a list for it. We can remember a spark plug, right? Spark plug, 6 credits. We'll get it for 5 because we're such good customers. We'll go ahead and mount that part up. There she is. There's the ignition coil. I need to clean out my inventory too because I just noticed I have a ton of stuff sitting there. It's been a while, and I think you all heard my tale of woe, so I won't repeat it. But I'm going to try and get back in the swing of things, which is still going to be difficult because we're still in the midst of the holidays. We're only 13 days from Christmas, which is something I do celebrate. So there is a lot of stuff that needs to go along with that. I have a dentist appointment. I have family gatherings. So there's still a lot of moving parts going on. So I'm going to try and get back to hopefully having something at least once a day. I'm not going to go out and say I can do 2 a day like I was doing before or attempting to do before. I cannot say that. We need to remove. There's this one here. Yeah. But I'm hoping at least I can get back to putting 1 up a day. I think that'll be good. I did pick up the new Grease DLC for Euro Truck. And I am looking forward to getting into that. I think this water pump needs to go. Is there a test function? Can I just test the... Can I just test the water pump? Because... if I do this, though, without emptying the cooling system, I'm going to dump my stomach. Welcome to the party, stomach. Another party heard from. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drain it. Better be safe than sorry. This is not going to appear anywhere, Pete. You know that, right? Water pump 8%. If we go now and we look. No, the water pump is on there. Okay. 2 timing belts and a belt tensioner. Those serpentine belt. Timing belt is actually underneath here, both of them. There's going to be 1 here and then 1 here. So we're going to need to take apart this front end and we need to remove these covers. And in order to remove the covers, oop, 64, 53, 53, 50. So that's 64, 53, 53, 50. All right, and I don't think we don't need to pull the spark plugs, I don't think. Wait a minute, why does that tell me I have to remove my throttle to take this cover off? Why would I have to do that? I mean, it's close, but, right? All right, well, let's do it. Throttle's in good shape, so we're not concerned about it. I just don't know why I had to pull it off to get the cover off. These are the mysteries of life, friends. We sit back, we try to figure it out, but you know what? It is somebody above my pay grade who made that decision. Little DW40. That came off good and clean. Now we got to do this side. And again, I don't think we have to worry about spilling oil, right? I haven't gotten dinged for that, have I? 65. 55. That's right, I'm cheating. 65, 55. I don't think it's probably not that big a deal. I think I'm making more of it than I really need to, but right, 51. Okay. At least we know we can get those back. Now we don't have to pull anything on this side. We just go ahead and pull this cover. Once this cover is off, I think everything we need to do is on the front of the engine. We'll get that taken care of. And then for the grandma situation, we're going to go ahead and I think I'm going to make that alignment. That will be the last thing we would do before we put it through the car wash. All right, so now we have to remove all of this stuff. And again, I'm not going to waste your time by writing down the numbers of all these things, which will just, that needs to be sprayed. Nope. All right, I'm going to let that sit. Penetrate. But we do have to get these off because we got to get the timing cover off, and all of these things are attached to the timing cover. All right. What else? Are we gonna have to? No, we don't have to remove the alternator, do we? Again, that's off to the side there. We're okay. Crankshaft pulley. That's got to go. Now we can get the timing cover. There we go. We'll take this one, then this one, and then that one. There it is. Now we got there's our timing belts right there. So we're gonna go ahead and yank these. Yeah, that one's at 9%. That one's at 3%. Okay, let's make a list. We're gonna put this on that space bar to add it to the list. We need one of those. We need one of those. We need one of those. That's it. That is it, friends. We cannot fix timing belts, obviously. We might be able to fix that water pump. We might be able to clean up the tensioner and the pulley. I don't think we will, but let's go to the bench just to make sure we're not spending money we don't have to. And here's our bench. Where'd all this stuff come from? Timing cover. Okay, so none of that is what we need. Some of that will go on the car, and while it is a nice idea to fix that stuff for your client, by the same token, you can run into a situation where when you try to fix it, you actually wind up breaking it. So you'll wind up buying them apart. You really didn't have to. Okay, so the timing belt V8 160 is what they're charging commoners. We're going to get it for 136. We're going to pick up 2 of them. And then we can hit our X, and then tab, and then X, and that gets rid of that. And then we can enter. There's our water pump. It's 120 credits. We'll get it for 102. That's a pretty nice savings. That's pretty nice savings. $19 in your pocket? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Belt tensioner, 35 credits. We'll get it for 29. X. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of kind of growing pains again as I try to remember how the games were being played. Water pump pulley, 15 credits. I'll get it for 12. And I need to do something about Motorcycle Mechanic Simulator. I was just getting into the flow of that thing. I was just about to upgrade my garage to a larger garage, going from the family garage to an actual barn garage. Excited, but for some reason, okay, OBS doesn't record it. It just it will start up, it will catch a frame, and then it just kind of freezes on that frame. And it's like, I can't, you can't really, you get the audio, that's for sure. But yeah, there's no video, and that's a bummer. So I really like to get back to that. And again, that has been one that's been kind of escaping me for a while, just trying to figure out how to move about it competently, how to get things done. And so being away from it for as long as I have been has not helped me at all. But I definitely want that title up on the channel. I really enjoyed it. I was, like I say, I was really starting to figure it out. I was really happy with it. So I am beset. I am grieved, as they say. Grieved that I have not been in, but I will figure it out. We shall overcome, as they say. I can go back on there, and you can go. Well, we'll put the belt tensioner for the back belt back on, right? Well, there's going to be another one here. No, okay, it's just an idler roller. Okay. Woo! I was like, don't tell me you messed that up, bro. All right, so now we're going back here. We're going to put this back on. So yeah, so I'm excited. And we're moving forward, and they've picked up some more DLC for most of my games. I probably will pick up some more before all of the holiday sales are over. And this is one of them. I want to get the drag racing DLC, but I probably won't pick that up until I have all of the vehicles. I think that makes sense to me. I don't know how you feel about it, but I thought that might be the way to go there. 51, 63, 55. 63, 55. And then 65. Nope, 65. There we go. Cover goes back on. There's that. Okay, now back on this side. We'll put the cover back in place, and then we'll put the throttle back in before we forget that. We also are going to have to refill the cooling system before we write her off. Although I think there's also an oil change due on this one, so that's cool. Not bad for our first step back into it. I was saying earlier that I got the electric vehicle DLC, and I don't think I've seen an electric vehicle yet. I might be missing them because I tend to grab, if you've seen the channel, you know I wind up grabbing the one with the least amount of time on the dial. So maybe I need to look to see 64 if there's an electric vehicle, and then bring that in. Because, like I say, I don't think I've seen one. If I'm wrong, please leave me a comment and let me know. No, Pete, you took care of one before. That's a 50, which makes me think I've messed up somewhere. I had 5350. Oh, 5350. Where's the 66 at? Because all I got left is a 66. Okay. Something ain't right. Well, we got that all taken care of. Okay, so we're gonna let's change the. No, first let's refill. Otherwise, I will forget it. Forget about it. Okay. Oh, I forgot the system already, dudes. I forgot the system already. Okay, if I hit that now, does that count as being done? Oh, it wasn't on the list. What do I do here? Do I just leave it? Because I forgot the system. I forgot you gotta wait till the thing comes down, then count to 5. I'm not seeing a fill line, which doesn't help. I'm not seeing a fill line. Alright, better safe than sorry, right? We're gonna go ahead and we're going to drain. No, Pete. We want to select the Kate, and we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. There's Pete. I want to. There. I was too close in, I guess. All right. Yeah, it must have been too close in. I forgot how to do it, so I'm gonna go back and make sure I do it the right way. All right, here we go. So now what we have to do is we have to wait for the bottle to come down to its first click. Right there. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Ooh, overfilled it. That was not what I wanted to do. But there you go. There you go. All right, so last but not least is an oil change. Oil and filter. All right, so we're going to close that. Come around here. Where are we from? Croatia. All right, working on a car from Croatia. That was the other thing too, is I wanted to do. Wanted to start doing stuff with the license plates. We got all kinds of different license plates. Look at that oil, black. All right, you can go back where you belong. We're gonna get under here. We're gonna grab that oil filter, which is a V8. We're gonna hit the X button to add that to the list. Pull that off and tab to our list. Enter 15 credits. We'll get it for 12. We're gonna hit the X, and then we're out of here. I'm going to put the oil filter back on. There she is. Back out. All right, and I think this one's close to being done, folks. We're going to put it all the way on the ground because once we refill it with oil, we'll be able to put it out on the drive for the owner to come pick her up. All right, so we want to removicate this. And we're going to start pouring. Once it comes down, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep, we almost overfilled again. So just go to 5, not 5 Mississippi. Just 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5, and then stop. All right, so let's give her a check up here. We've got everything done. Credit-wise, we'll make 6 credits for fixing the cannot start car. 490 credits for replacing the timing-related parts. I'll have to go back and keep a running total of how much we spent for the timing-related parts. We got 25 credits for changing the oil in the filter. We got a bonus of 323 credits, a job bonus of 330 credits, so we'll get a payout. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. 1,174 credits. But before we do all that, that was the new thing too, is Pete J. You bring your car to Pete J, he's going to give you a clean fixed car in return. There you go. She needs some work. She needs some TLC. She just needs somebody to love on her a little bit and maybe a hood that matches the rest of the car. Anyway, let's go behind one since there's nothing there. And we will call the owner and we will let them know they can come and get their vehicle. And we'll finish the order. There she goes. All right, let's get into the story mission here. 3 pages of stuff. Okay. So you go to 2. And we're going to get into this. Oh, wow. Oh, your heads look horrible, but your covers look good. Your exhaust pipes look immaculate. I can eat off of this intake manifold right here, dude. Duder, Grandpa did a good job. Did okay. Block looks clean. I got your timing gears up here. You got the all of this stuff looks clean. That's not to say that underneath, once you get underneath or not, but obviously these heads look horrible. You've got a bad oil filter. That's not that big a deal though, Grandpa. We can take care of that. That's not. Battery. Battery looks all right to me. Doesn't look bad. Well, I mean, not that we're going to test all this stuff, obviously. You got a starter that needs some help. You got a suspension cross member down here that needs, I think it just needs to get the rust knocked off of it. Outside of that, I think it looks all right. What about these bushings? Yeah, you need some bushings on this. Yeah, this cross member needs to be replaced. Well, not replaced, but we could probably run it through. I think we might be able to clean it up. We'll definitely need to replace those bushings though. But so far, the only thing I'm seeing is those heads. All right. Yeah. What about these ignition wires? They look clean to me. Look good. They look good. All right. Well, let's see if we can't do some testing here. Let's. It's too old for a OBD scanner, but we'll check it just in case. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I knew that. Well, we're not draining anything, so we can get out of it. All right. So the fuel pressure test. Let's see. The engine cannot be started, according to these people. The engine cannot be started. So, tread testing, 92, 86, 91, 84. So the tires are in good shape. We're not worried about tires. Electronic multimeter. Let's see if this is what's holding up the ignition. We know that starter is a problem. Yeah, we knew that. The 14%. Anything else? Fuses look good. That's always good. So do the relays. Those things will get you. You'll climb all over an engine looking for a problem, and it's just one of those stupid things. All right, so let's pull the starter right here, right now. Or let's see. Compression tester won't work because the car can't be started. Yeah. So let's dance with the lady who brung us, right? And so it's the starter. So let's yank that off, see if we can't repair that on the bench. I actually need... I love this. The Grandma's license plate is Hellfire. H3LLF1R3.
Hellfire.
Okay, so we're going to grab this starter V8. We're going to run it over to the bench and see if we can't fix it. I need to slow down my work here. And then once we do that, once we get this one out of here, we're going to clean out our... Nope. We will be purchasing a new starter V8 from the electronics store. Starter V8, 95 credits. We're going to get it for 80. That's not bad. 80 credits for a starter? Let me know. Is that, you know, again, it's been a while since it's been a while since your buddy did any sort of automotive work, but I thought, I don't know, I always thought maybe starter was a little bit more than 85 credits. But drop me a line and let me know. Okay, so let's hope that that has repaired. We can start the vehicle now. And we can do some pressure testing, fuel pressure test. There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Carburetor is okay, fuel filter is okay, the pump is shot. The fuel pump is shot. We can get on that. We definitely can. But before we do, let's go to the compression tester. Crankshaft. Oh, that makes me happy. All those green numbers are making me very happy. Grandpa's done a good job taking care of the old girl. That's all right with me, Grandpa. I could take care of that for you. Don't worry about that. Fuel pump starter and a crankshaft. Ah, I got that all day, brother. I got that all day. What was it? No, I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and knock out the fuel pump. There's going to be some destruction that we need to do to get a crankshaft. The fuel pump is in this fuel tank, but I cannot get to the fuel tank. All right, here we go. So I got here, but I want to go here, but I don't want that. I want that. Look at that. Grandpa put in a brandy dandy new fuel tank and left that crusty, rusty old fuel pump. Come on, Grandpa. Gotta go all the way, not half the way. Let's see if we can't get that crankshaft before we go back to the bench. Although, again, I'm not 100% sure we can get that. All right, so we're going to need to removicate the crankshaft. The crankshaft is going to be up here. All right, let's just do it, right? I typically, what I was just thinking to myself was I have a lot of inventory, and I probably should clean it out. We'll need a new serpentine belt right there. We're going to, again, I don't like pulling the water pump if the cooling system's still full, because we could get dinged for an environmental hazard. Couple of serpentine belts. Pull this water pump. Again, we got to get back to the timing section here, which is, here's a crankshaft. Now there should be I believe a chain back here. Don't make me out a liar. Don't you do it, sir. Grandy Ma. There it is. Cam gear, and there's your camshaft. Okay. I do still remember. Need a new timing chain and a new cam gear. We gotta remove the ignition distributor, which means we have to take the wires. We have to take the cap, but in order to take the cap, you have to take the clips. Take the clips. Just draw a high pro rotor on there and a high pro distributor cap. Grandpa will drop his Am I going to have to remove... I think I have to remove stuff, don't I? I do. I'm going to have to take it all apart. So, not so happy with Grandpa. Let's... we got to drain... Do we have to drain the oil? I don't think we do. I think we should be able to do this without... We need to get to the rocker arms. Because I think it won't let us remove the camshaft as long as the rods are in. Does that make sense to anybody else? So it's going to make us remove all of these rocker arms and the push rods. I'm sorry. Not lifter arms. Push rods. Yeah, and these push rods are shot. Boo-hoo. So far, they're all shot. Why wouldn't they be, right? I mean, look at this head. These must be the things that Granddad couldn't get to. I have a feeling we're going to be pulling this, so we're going to have to take off. You know, right now, let's deal with one thing at a time, right? We're going to get this camshaft. Let's get the camshaft repaired. So our goal now is just to get the camshaft out. I think in order to do that, we have to get the push rods out. So let's worry about that first. I'm not paying any attention to where these rocker arms were, but so far they're in great shape. I'm also not paying attention to the push rods because the push rods are all shot. So whatever happens, you know, those rocker arms can go back pretty much wherever they want to because they all are in good condition, and all of the push rods are going to have to be replaced anyway. So no harm, no foul. Once we get all these push rods out, though, I think that will allow us to pull the camshaft. And we're talking fuel pump, camshaft, right? Those are the two things we are kind of settled on at this point. Once we get those fixed, we will then go take the next step and be, you know, obviously we'll be having to reassemble, but I think before we reassemble, we'll pull these heads and take a look at them and see if we can't get them up on the... although once we do the camshaft and the fuel pump, I think I'm going to try and... I don't know, because now I've got so much inventory. Hey, just come along with me. We're going for a ride. Okay, we're going to figure it out as we go along, and once we get to the end, we'll go, hey, that worked out well, or we'll say that was not smart. What you did was not the way to do that. so let's figure it out together, you and me. There it is. It's green. We can pull it. It said camshaft, right? I was wrong. It's crankshaft. Did it say crankshaft? Oh, Pete, you are sometimes. Yeah, crankshaft, you idiot. All right, well, okay. So crankshaft is a little bit different because what we have to do in order to get the crankshaft off is we have to remove the pistons. Piston with conrod, which I believe is connecting rod. So we got to remove the pistons and the connecting rods in order to get the crankshaft out. We're also going to have to drain the oil and drop the oil pan. And we will be able to check our heads because we're going to have to pull them. So the pistons with conrods are behind there, so we'll take care of that at the same time. Okay, so there's that. Now we're here, we're pulling spark plugs. And again, because the spark plugs are all in good condition, I'm not worried about what position they're in. I will in later broadcasts, but you know, first time back after being gone for a long time, we're gonna shortcut a couple things. We're gonna shortcut a couple things here and there. Alright, let's go ahead and jank these heads now. Jank these janky heads out of here. Oink. What happened to my mouse? There she is. She's back. Alright, so there's one head, and the other head will come out. I haven't been hit for spilling oil, right? Which I think makes sense because it's, you know, the oil at this point is probably sitting down in the oil pan, so. Okay, so there's the other head. Now we've basically got this whole thing taken apart, but we still can't remove the crankshaft because the pistons with con rods are still connected, but we can't. We can't remove those just yet. We have to get underneath. Let's use the equipment. Well, looks clean. Looks like Granddad must have changed it recently. We can go back now. We're going to come over here. We're going to grab this oil filter as long as we're down here. We're going to pull this oil pan. Okay. There is the offensive. I just want to look at it. There it is. There's the offensive part. And I think you have to take them off. At one point, I think I just tried to take the rod caps off. And then thinking that I should be able to kind of slide the crank out, but it didn't really work. So you need to remove the whole piston and con rod. So we're going to start by removing the rod caps. We'll go back up top, and then we will pull the piston and con rod out. We'll come back and we will remove the crankshaft bearing caps. At that point, when we pull, oh, you know what else? We also have to get to the transmission, although they don't call it transmission. What is it called? It's called the sorry, I'm drawing I got a brain fart. Won't do it while I'm in this mode. Clutch assembly, not clutch assembly. It's because this connects here to your flywheel inside there. So we're gonna gearbox. That's what it was. Sorry, folks. So we're also gonna have to remove the gearbox. So even though it was like a one part, it was the crankshaft. You're like, oh, cool. Actually, if it would have been the camshaft, it would have been a whole lot easier. Which is what this I think we will make a note of. Okay. So we can get the pistons and con rods back in. So we're going to have this side, and we're going to have this side, and this, of course, is my lame drawing of a fan. That one is 8688, right? 8688. The second one is 9291. The third one is 8591. Man, what is up with my stomach? 93, 91. Okay, so that's driver's side. Now, passenger side front would be 8490. Second, 8888. Third is 8993. And then last but not least is 8484. All right, we will try to get those back in the right way. Okay. So, I think, again, we got to get the gearbox underneath, but I think we're good up top. You can come back down. We're going to jack you back up. We got to... Just remember, in order to get the gearbox off, you have to take the drive shaft off. So again, if you got problems with your crankshaft, if you love your car, then you pay to get it fixed. If you don't, just get another one. I think if you were to pay someone to do all of this, boy, it would probably cost you. It would cost you a heck of a lot of. No, I don't want the middle muffler. It would cost you a pretty penny to have them pull all of this stuff off of your car, make the repair, and then have to put all of this stuff back on. And as much as I like my mechanic brothers out there, but sometimes when it comes off and gets put back on, it don't act right. It don't act the same as it did before you took it off, man. So I've heard those horror stories too, where folks come back complaining about something that has nothing to do with what you did. But sometimes, just sometimes, the part went back on, but it just doesn't work the way it did before. But a lot of times those, it's like they usually will pick something that had nothing to do with the repair, and they're like, hey, this doesn't work anymore because you fixed, my left tire doesn't work because you fixed the air conditioning. And you're like, well, one thing doesn't have anything to do with the other. So it's, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Duder. All right, what do we got here? Anything we can fix? No. Oh, here's a head right here. Let's see if we can fix this head. Excuse me. All right, let's see if we can fix this head. It's been a while. Let's see how we do here. I'm going to go that way here. All right, that's good. I'll take that. Drive shaft's okay. We got a bearing cap that we can fix. Ooh, that was too close for comfort for Pete, but we got it. We nailed it. I'll take that. Okay. Rest of the stuff we're going to have to make a list. So we need an oil filter. We need another engine head. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to get 16 because that's what we said, right? All of them are bad, basically. So let's go. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, but that's still bad. So we're going to go put that on the list. I will remember that. Rocker arms are okay. Rocker arms are okay. We need a new cam gear. We need a new timing chain. We need a new serpentine belt, A and B. We do need a new fuel pump. The rest of that stuff... Where's the crankshaft? Did I put the crankshaft? I don't think I... Alright, I'm going to put a crankshaft. Okay. That one we fixed to 100. Okay, so I think that's our shopping list. No, that's shopping list. And we need to go back to the regular car parts. We're going to pull up our list. We want to go to valve push rods. All right, first things first. Oil filter, 9 credits. We'll get it for 7. We're going to X that out. X. Next thing is an engine head, V8 overhead, 800 credits. We'll get it for 680. That is a nice break. That is a nice break. We appreciate that. Big preach, my friend. Big preach. Valve push rods, 5 credits each. We're going to get them for 4, and we're going to pick up 16. 64 credits in all. There you go. X that out. X. Cam gear, 160 credits. We'll get it for 136. X. X. Timing chain, 65 credits. We'll get it for 55. X. X. Serpentine belt B, 35 credits. We'll get it for 29. X that. X. Serpentine belt A, 45 credits. We'll get it for 38. Fuel pump, 120. We'll get it for 102. Crankshaft, 180. We picked it up for 153. Crankshaft bearing caps, 2 of them. They're 43 credits a piece. We'll get it for 36. We're going to spend a total 72 credits on the bearing caps. X. And then a clutch plate, which is 90 credits. We'll pick it up for 76. All right, so if we go back to the vehicle at this point, let's do the do. I'm going to put this new oil filter on. Put the new crankshaft in. We'll get the crankshaft bearing caps back on. These are all 100, so we don't have to worry about where they go. But we got the front one. Let's get the back one. That way it's not torquing it out of contention here. There we go. We got the front and the back secured. We can go ahead now and secure the middle. Very good. Now, before we move any further, we're going to go ahead and put the flywheel back together. And the new clutch plate that we picked up. The pressure plate back on. That was in good shape, 85. Don't fix things that don't need it, man. And we're going to put our release bearing back on, 84. And our gearbox can go back. 93. See how many of these pages we've gotten done. Hopefully we've gotten quite a few. And then the drive shaft. So the drive shaft can go back on. Okay. And as long as we're back here, we'll put the new fuel pump in as well. And I think we'll be okay with that. I'm looking at, I just caught out of the corner of my eye. It looked like a muffler. Rear muffler. Oh no, it's the garbage can. Sorry. My fault, y'all. My fault. Just caught it out of the corner of my eye. So we got fuel pump in there. Okay, so if we escape, I think at this point we have to get the pistons and con rods back in. Then we'll have to put the rod caps on, and then we can put the oil pan back on. So that's where we're at, folks. 8484. Right here. We're going back here. We're going to go, oh, we got to put the starter back on. So we want 84. 84. That goes there. This one was 8493 or 8993. Oh, it's 89 because I got another 84 over there. Okay, so 89. So 89, 93. This one was 8888. 88. 88. And then this one here is 8490. 84 and 90. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw that back on. At this point, we can do that. That is so shiny. I can't even see where the bolt was. That is one shiny dew. All right. Actually, do we just finish it up, I guess? One side at a time rather than back and forth. I guess that makes some sense, right? So we'll reattach the exhaust manifold. We'll get the shock absorbers, Peter. Spark plugs, not shark plugs. What is the matter with you, boy? All right, here you go. 84 there. Well, that's why, because I like to go back and forth. So we'll go here, and then we'll skip one, and we'll go here. All right, so there's that. Push rods. These are all hundo, so we don't have to worry about that. I did not keep track of my valves, though. My rocker arms, I mean. So that's probably not good. You probably should do that. But again, they're in such good shape that really, I don't think it's a big deal in the long run. Okay. One thing at a time. We're doing this. Okay. So then we're going to go 86, 88 up front. So we've got 86, 88 up front. And the next one would be 92, 91. 92 and 91. And we got 3 is 85, 91. 85, 91. And then last but not least, we've got 93, 91, right? 93, 91. All right, folks. Getting her buttoned up here as quickly as we can. And then, like I said, we still got that alignment, and I'm never done yet. So we had 3 pages of repairs to do. We've gotten through. I'm sure at this point, once we get this all buttoned up, I think we're going to be pretty close to having it taken care of. We do have some suspension. The front bracket is going to need to be pulled, and we'll see if we can't clean it up on the bench. We're going to have to replace some bearings, that's for sure. So that's how that's going to go. Once they get this car back, they're going to be honest then to throw it up on the dyno and give them some more horsepower out of it, probably. Because this thing has got to run sweet, right? I mean, it's got practically brandy dandy new everything. So the only thing left is to throw it up on the dyno and run the thing like crazy. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna put. I think we put the distributor the distributor first, right? Because that actually, I think, is actually behind the gear. Yeah, it's behind the gear. There's a knurl there. So you can see on the, let's see if I go to remove, you can see that on the camshaft, it's got a knurl here, which meets up with the ignition distributor, which spins the distributor rotator, the rotator, God bless, the roticulator on the umbilicator. So that's how that works. And then the cam gear goes on top. And that drives the camshaft that turns that. And it drives it because the crankshaft is turning, and then this chain, which is connected to the knee bone, which is connected to the hip bone, which is connected to the broke bone. Just kidding. Some of these are just for me, folks. Sometimes I make myself laugh. And if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Everybody else. That's I'm kidding, of course. Water pump pulley. That goes on there. Oop. Oh, I forgot to put the crankshaft. But you should put that on first because, as you can see, it's below the water pump pulley. So if you do it first, that makes it easier because. Oop. 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 All right, so we got fan blade on. I think that's tucked up. Oh, don't forget the starter, Pete. You have to put the starter back on. Rotor cap, ignition distributor cap, clips. Otherwise, it'll come loose in transit. We don't want that. Ignition wires. Carburetor, 4-barrel. 4-barrel. Round air filter base, round air filter, and filter cover. How are we looking? Oh, we still got rocker arms. Okay. I'm just going. I do my thing. Or I go back and forth between the two. So I'm not putting all the good ones on one side and all the bad ones on the other side. I'm going, I try to share them across. Although, to be honest with you, might have to jump up front too, because I don't want to put all the good ones in the back and all the bad ones on the front. So, all right, so we did that. So let's move around this side then. Let's put some good ones up here. We'll do this one, and then we'll do this one. But we're going to skip, so we'll go here. And we're going to come over here. And then we're going to skip another one. We're going to come back over this way, and then these two will be just the next two in line, I think. All right, I think I did that okay. Mix them up so they're not all boop, boop. Okay. All right. Where are we at? We're at an hour. We're up to a good place to stop. So we're going to... I don't know if we'll finish this one this time. Like I said, we are at an hour. Typically, I try to keep each episode to about an hour, although it is getting harder because the missions are getting more in depth, so there's a lot more to do. We still got to get that starter back on. We also need to... we also need to refill the coolant. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. There you go. All right, so that's done. We're going to shut this. We got to put the rod caps on. We got to put the oil pan back on, and we got to put the starter back on, and then we could take a look at where we're at. We definitely know that this suspension cross member, this is going to have to get pulled. We know, we took a look at the, can I get in a little bit? There you go. We took a look, we could see that those bearings are probably shot. So this is probably, that's probably going to get, that's probably on the list. Honestly, I think that's going to be about it. We just did a deep dive into the engine. We also pulled apart the gearbox. So I, you know, it's hard to believe there's going to be much more than that, right? You would think that that's pretty close to, that's going to be pretty close to finished. But I say that, and then I go, but there were 3 pages. So it's, so I don't know if I would be surprised if there's more than that, because that's, but what are we talking now? What would you think? I would think then we're talking brakes probably, right? That would be hidden by the tires, but still vital stuff that needs to be done. So, but Granddad, I'm sure Granddad could get to the tires though, you know, and I'm sure he could do a brake job. But we shall see what we shall see. I'm hoping we get done with this. It's going to tell us, you know, we finished the 3 pages. I think there's, so we still got to do an oil change, which I think once, well, obviously once we finish putting the rod caps on and we put the oil pan back on, then we just refill it with oil. The oil change is done then, you know. And then all we got left is the alignment. So I'm thinking, you know, there might be an outside chance we could actually finish this in this episode. It'll be a little bit of a longer episode, but we've been away for a while, so I owe y'all. So, okay, so there's that. Let us, oh, we got to put the starter back on. Starter goes right there. Okay, so I think we go ahead and we let's take a look at it. Excuse me, I gotta clear my throat. Is that better? I hope it's better. All right, there she is, looking a lot better. Even in okay, we got page 1 is done, page 2 is done. Page 3, we have 2, 4, 5 parts not discovered. 4 of which are going to be bearings, 1 of which is going to be that cross member. That's what I'm betting. So while we're here, let's go ahead and refill the oil. And then we're going to jump, get this back up in the air. We're going to pull that cross member. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. There it is. I just want to double check the dipstick that my count is right. Yeah, we're at max. I'm happy with that. Okay. Down she goes. Down scope. Up scope. You know, I didn't want to do that. I want to do this. I'm pulling it. Oh, that's right. We got to take off the... Again. So we got to pull the front end links and the struts. Shock absorber, double wishbone shock absorber, so that we can get the bottom suspension arms off, and then we can pull it. Okay. So a little bit more decomposition. I mean, oh, I'm glad that came off. For a minute there, I almost forgot that we might have had to take this tire off, but no. We just removed those parts, and we're good. Front end link, and again, this the double wishbone shock absorber, and then we can drop the lower suspension on. Boink, boink. All right, now I think no, we still cannot get. Oh, do we have to pull? We have to pull the bearings first. Yeah, we kind of figured that bearing was going to be an issue, so we're going to pull this one as well. Yeah, same issue. Okay. So we're going to need 4 rubber bushings, and let's see if we can take this over to the bench and just clean it up. I got to remember, well, I don't have a lot of brake discs though, but I do have a brake lathe, and I don't want to forget that. What about here? Can I do anything here? No, I can't do anything there. How about here? Can I do anything here? Those are okay. So we cannot do anything with those. We need one of these. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Shopping we will go. There it is, 310 credits. We'll pick it up for 263. I'm gonna have to make sure I take care of them at Christmas, huh? These guys giving me the nice discount. Rubber bushings are 15 credits a piece. They'll give it to us for 12. We need 4 of them though. So we're gonna give them 48 credits for those. X. Oh no, X. All right, now we're out. All right, so with this, we should be ready for our first alignment, folks. I'm excited. First time I'm going to be doing an alignment. Well, first I'm going to put these bushings back in. Get our ducks in a row here. Then we'll rebuild the front suspension. And where's the other one? Oh, it's up here. Okay. So there's that. Now we'll drop the bottom suspension arm back in. 88, 91, 90. Wishbone, double wishbone shock absorber, and the front end link. And this part, this side is done. And over here, same thing. Get this bottom suspension arm in. Okay. And the front end, oh, double wishbone shock absorber. Yeesh. Yeesh. I almost forgot about that. And then the sway bar front end link. Okay. Let's drop her down. All right, all 3 pages are done. Not bad. Other tasks. Change the brake fluid, change the power steering fluid, refill the windshield washer fluid. All right, change brake fluid, change power steering fluid. So brake fluid's back here. We want to go to the tools. We want to drain it first. We'll get it up and we'll see how she runs on the alignment process. Then we'll throw her in the car wash. We'll get her done. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. There it is. Brake fluid has been changed. We want to now change the power steering fluid, which is right here. Pull it off the cover. And this one you can see the line. Okay, so it's not there yet, not there yet. There it is. You can see that line now going up. Max. Now we're done. So there's that. I think we just have to refill the washer fluid. We can do that, and then we're going to do the alignment. Washer fluid is here. We're in remove, so we're just going to click and hold. We'll refill the windshield washer fluid. Okay, and now, the moment we've all been waiting for, folks, the moment that I have been so excited to experience. I haven't done it before. I've heard it's kind of indifferent. Wasn't as great, you know. It wasn't. Somebody told me not to get my heart, not to get too excited about it because it's really not that big a deal. But test path, parking, paint shop, dyno, car wash. What do I wanted to go to? That's the test path. We go to the test path. Okay. There's the alignment tool down there. Again, I have never used it, so I was not aware. Here's the wheel alignment. To align the wheels, get rid any deviations. Huh? So if I go select, okay. And so is that it? Change value and then go back. Okay. Okay. So it's WASD to move. I thought I had to select it. So, you know, yeah, you can see my cursor. Okay. So we're going to go down to, okay, the lit up one. So we enter to select. Okay. There we go. And then escape back. That's aligned. Okay, cool. All right. It's, yeah, it's not the most complicated once you figure out, you know, what the buttons do. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but that's pretty cool. There we go. All right, now we'll go up and we're going to align this one. Enter to select it. Then we're going to 0. And then escape out. Escape to close. There she is. She's all aligned. Let's go ahead and take her over to the car wash. I'm hoping that when we wash it up, all of this stuff comes off and she's a nice, like all this stuff gets clean. That's what I'm hoping. Wash her up. Come on, get clean. Oh, she's getting, oh, look at that. Oh, I do like it. I do like it so much. Can I take a picture of it? I can take a picture of it. I have a camera. All right, I'm going to move you to 3. Because that's out in front of the door. So we can kind of take a nice... Look at how nice that looks, huh? Where's my camera? It is here? No, that ain't it. There's camera. Photo mode. Let's stop playing with the client's car and we can give him a call. But that came out nice. Like I said, we got everything taken care of, fixed up, and then that's the first time I've seen a car go through the wash. and come out looking that good. Okay, so the story order, we got 2,978 credits. We changed the oil, so that was only about 25 credits. Other tasks, 265 credits. We got a task bonus of 3,012 credits, a job bonus of 2,101 credits for a total payout of 8,381 credits. Finish that order up. There you go, folks. We're up to level 20. Level 20, we got $65,754. What was that? Oh, I saw many things. Reach level 20. Okay, we got an achievement. We reached level 20. We're going to clean up our inventory real quick. I appreciate you guys coming back and tuning in. Like I say, I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I'm still trying to figure out this new streaming recording situation. NVIDIA kind of messed me up a bit, but we'll figure it out. And again, with everything that's going on with the holidays and everything, it's been difficult trying to get time to sit down and figure it out. But we will definitely. No, I didn't mean to move the case. Put the case back. I need to clean out my inventory. All right, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna go. No. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna open this up. Yes. All right, we got a case. Let's see what we can come away with. We got 2 cards. We got a bonus barn location, and we got some XP. Open the next case. How many cases do I have? We'll go 1 and 5. Bonus credits and bonus that stuff. Open the next case. I think this is the last one. So we'll go with middle card. XP, we're at 400. Look at that. We need 1,500 to get to level 21. We're already up to 1,110. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. Boom. There it is. Bonus barn map. We're going to get that. Okay, so that can go there. Yes. I think so, right? I'm going to open that as well. All of this stuff is junk. We went to the repair table, and there's nothing. So this stuff is garbage. We can't fix it. Yes. All right, but garbage is not garbage in the world of Car Mechanic Simulator. Garbage is scrap. Let's get scrapping, y'all. 79%. Okay. I don't know if I want to go 79%. Upgrade parts with scraps. I don't know how, I still don't know how this works. Scrap needed 1,013. So that's an exhaust manifold. It's currently valued at 120 credits, no stars, 0% performance. And if I upgrade it, it would go to a 1-star worth 124 credits for performance. Now, I've heard from people that, you know, the upgrading stuff, it's not really great. And like performance-wise, I guess the only reason to do it would be to try and get more money, but as you can see, you're not really getting a whole lot more money. Well, 148 to 151, 22 to 24. 1,000. I don't understand this. 1,000/10. So do you need 1,000 credits just to be able to upgrade or does it take your 1,000 credits? I don't know. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap all this red stuff, and I'm just going to keep trying to bank as much. 16 pages. Or maybe you know what, I'm not going to do that right now. I might do that on my own because I really do have to go through my inventory. And I'm going to create just a really quick, forgot even how to change warehouse V. Okay, so I'm going to go to warehouse 6 and I want to rename this I want to rename. Can I change name? V. I gotta hold it. V. And that's gonna be scrap. That's gonna be my scrap warehouse. Warehouse 5 is going to be my good parts. So anything that's green, I'll put into the good parts. Anything that's not, will go into the scrap. That will be later, not now. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to take a look real quick. I think I have garages. Let's see. So here's that's my garage. Okay, so we're looking for, here's a garage. Let's take a quick look around. Got my flashlight on. There we go. This is up on blocks. Edgewood Wildcat. So it's not the Hellcat, but it's related. 373,409 kilometers. It's got a V8 2-carb overhead valve. There it is. 12 parts. To be honest with you, it kind of looks like 77. Only 16,200. This has my interest. This has my interest so far. Let's take a look. Oh, that's why it's on blocks. Although the blocks are on the wrong side. No, there's blocks over here. Okay. So what do we got? We're missing a wheel. That's for sure. We're missing bushings. Front suspension, cross member. Timing cover, cam gear, serpentine belt. All right, this one's got a little bit. This one's got my interest a little bit. This one here. Again, there's a power steering pump. There's a alternator. You got a fuel filter. Exhaust system needs work. Missing a middle exhaust here. Middle muffler. This one definitely has my interest. Yeah, this one definitely has my interest here. Again, no fuel pump, but it does have leaf springs. It's got, it's missing a shock in the back here on the driver's side. I'm assuming all the brake parts are there because the tires are on, so I'm going to assume those, right? All right, and we got a lot of money. We got a lot of money to spare, so we can start loading up our garage, you know, our parking garage. Yeah, this one definitely has my interest. Fuse box. All right, let's go back to normal mode. And I mean, it's dirty, but it doesn't, you know, doesn't really look like it's in bad shape, does it? I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And I'm going to buy it. I think I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. Put it on the boat. Open the pie menu. There is no oil in the engine. You cannot perform that action. I will leave the car then. So we're going to buy this one. We will buy this one because it's only 16,000. We have 66,000. Are you sure you want to buy the Edgewood Wildcat Blaze for 16,200? Put it in car park. Do I do it? Hidden treasure. Buy one car from the barn. I did. But I ain't done yet, folks. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How does she look? Again, dirty, but I think pretty predominantly the body. No, wait. It's kind of hard to tell, really. Okay, so let's take a look. What do we got here, folks? What do we have here? A Ribson Z530, the F-Spec version. It's got a V6 dual overhead cam NSN engine. There are no swap options. We'll have to upgrade, I think. But I mean, look at. Most of this is aesthetic, though. Headlight, trunk window, tail light, so that's okay. 28,000 though. Oh my gosh! But look at this puppy. Look at that. You're coming home with me, Chief. 28,585. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Oh, but I had to do it. I had to do it. I think aesthetically, you give it a good wash. I think this thing is pretty close. We don't have any glass in the windows, so I don't know if I would want to wash it until we got the windows repaired. Actually, you know what? Oh my. Have you ever had your breath taken? Woo! Look at how good that looks. Just after I could flip that right now. I could flip that right now. That's crazy how good that looks. Oh, we need a passenger seat. Wow, okay. That is not bad though. That is not bad after just one wash. We got some issues here on the door. And the fender, so we may wind up. We do have a little body work to do, but outside of that, this thing is outstanding, man. All right, so you can go back to parking. All right, let's do a quick run to the junkyard and see if there's anything worthwhile in there. Or maybe before we do that, let's take a look. Is there anything we can upgrade? We have 5 available skill points. What did we want? Do we want cuts times to examine a part by 0.05? That's 4. That's 3. Increased mounting and unmounting speed, increased screwing speed, and move faster by 2%. These are all 3. So I can get one of each of these. What is more important? Eagle eye, strong arms, fast hands, or runner. Again, I think I'm moving fast enough. I honestly, I know that at some point I probably will fill in the rest of this bar, but I'm not really interested in going that much faster. Same thing with screwing speed. Yeah, we'll get to a point eventually where we're unscrewing them so fast that it doesn't even, you know what I mean, it doesn't even register. Same thing with this, but I think I'm going to go here. I think this is what I want to do. Cut the time to examine parts. This actually will help you actually accomplish stuff. So I think we'll do that. We've done all of this, so there's nothing left there. We have 21,285 dineros, and because it's the junkyard, most of the stuff in here is going to be cheap. So, all right, here's the junkyard. Okay, take a look around here. Like I say, I'm not so interested in parts. I'm just trying to see what, if anything, worthwhile in this Salem Spectre halfback. That's a Mustang. That looks like a Mustang. $8,000 for a Mustang knockoff. It's missing so much. It's missing a wheel up here on the front. There's no fan. There's no bushings in the thing. We're missing the head cover. What else are we missing? We've got a alternator. We got a blower, right? Bushings. There's no drive shaft. There's no fuel tank or fuel pump. Cam gear shot. The crankshaft pulley is shot. All right, you. Yep. All right. God. $8,000. All right, now we've put ourselves into an issue because now we have. You're going to charge me 80 credits for that, 94 credits for that stupid barn location. All right, so now we got to go on the money grind. We got to finish off the Katsumoto Kamaguchi. Is it a Kamaguchi Katsumoto or is it Katsumoto Kamaguchi? I can't remember. But we got to finish that thing off and get it out of here. We got to sell it. I still haven't sold my first car, even though I'm a level, whatever I'm a level of. So, all right. So let's hit the phones. We're going to need to pick up a lot of cash. We've got 22 seconds for this one, and we're going to go ahead and bring that one in. 22 seconds. You have to go to 2 quickly so that I can bring in others. All right, let's go to the phones. Boom, phone call. We've got 57, 39, 43, 37. You're the next contestant. Come on in. All right. And see, this is, again, another one of those ones. So we're going to go ahead and, no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go here and grab the phone, and we got 28 seconds. Bring it in. Race car. Typhoon. Okay. Now we got one more spot, so we're going to grab 31 seconds for the Hinata Moon. All right, folks, so there she is, our next 4 projects. We're going to go ahead and we're going to run those next time so that we can start to rebuild some of the money that I just spent. Before you come back, though, I will clean out my inventory. I will show it to you when we get back. We're going to start with this 2012 Emden Lots with 181,782 kilometers. And the issues with this are body parts. So we're going to be fixing body parts, and that should be relatively easy. Bring in some cash. What else do we got? There's another story mission also on the board. So this one is a Tempest Magnum from '68, just like the one. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong one. Suspension feels loose in general, running gears and control problems. Doesn't seem like that should be too big a deal. We're going to have this race car, a DC Typhoon. And it has loud exhaust. That's relatively simple. We can get that one knocked out. And then we've got this Hinata Moon MK. Gears keep slipping. General gearbox control and repair. And then the transmission's not responsive. So we're loaded for bear. We'll make some cash. We'll try to rebuild the coffers. And then, of course, we're going to have to turn this one out into the public. We'll probably put it through its paces. We'll get the I'll get the wheels aligned. We'll run it up on the dyno, see if we can't maybe plus it a little bit. We probably won't. You know what? We're going to finish it off and we're going to get it out of here. And we'll get another car in. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll be back soon, and we'll do some more. We'll work some more in the garage. Until I see you again, be safe, be well, be good. Be back here next time, and I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.